What are the next steps in this case, do you think?
Well, of course, Shamima Begum at the moment is in a Syrian refugee camp with her newborn son, Jarrah. She'll have no access there to phones, to social media, so she'll be waiting to hear the latest developments from her parents. Now, by law, she can't be left stateless. She can't be left without a home. So this is what she might do now. Her mother is a Bangladeshi citizen. That means that Shamima could apply for Bangladeshi citizenship. Bangladeshi law appears to allow that as a possibility. But the question is, will she want to do that? Now, Lord Carlisle is a crossbench member of the House of Lords who's been speaking about this issue. He says she won't see that as an ideal solution. This is what he had to say.
Well, I think it's most unlikely she would want to go to Bangladesh because the Bangladesh government is dealing very toughly with terrorists and people associated with terrorists. So the likelihood is that she will remain where she is in the refugee camp with her child for the foreseeable future. There is the possibility of her family bringing litigation on her behalf in the UK and asking a British tribunal to decide what her nationality is and whether the government has acted lawfully. But that could take a very long time. I'm talking about 2-3 years at least.
Well, what Lord Carlisle says there raises a number of ethical questions, not only about Shamima Begum's future, but also that of her baby.
Yes, of course. Well, the question now revolves around whether the Home Secretary is acting fairly and legally. The latest statement from the Home Office says his priority is the safety and security of Britain and the people who live here. But of course, Shamima and her family do have a right to appeal his decision. And their lawyer, Mohammed Akunji, says the family is very disappointed and that he's considering all legal avenues to challenge his decision. Now, as for the baby, he's arguably entitled to British citizenship because of his mother. And it's unclear if the Home Secretary actually sent this letter to Shamima's parents before or after the baby's birth at the weekend, and how that now goes on to affect the child's rights. And then there's the practical question of separating the baby from his mother and how that would work. Who would have the right to act for the baby if, in fact, his mother is no longer a British citizen?
All right.